Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be doing a review of the Gold Coast Suns versus West Coast Eagles game, in which Gold Coast ran away with it in the end. No Harley probably did hurt West Coast in the end, but I thought they actually put up a really good fight. I mean, they fell, 6 goals short against the Gold Coast, and the Gold Coast had their full-fledged midfield against basically just Elliot Yeo, Waterman, and Duggan. I think Petrocelli's actually having a pretty good year this year. And yeah, I think that West Coast are in really bad need of getting Matt Flynn back. I mean, if he wasn't injured, I reckon they'd potentially be, 2-5 at the moment? They might be 3-4 with potentially Matt Flynn back, but you can't always ask for that. And they do get Harley Reid back from his rest next week. And don't know who they play exactly. It might be Essendon, I want to say, just from who I brought in Supercoach terms. And I think it was Essendon that I brought in, because I brought it in on the matchup. So I think they play Essendon, and I think that could be a good game. I don't think West Coast will win it, but I think that, they could go 4 goals. They could go within 4 or 3 goals and put up another competition against Essendon. But Gold Coast in the end just overran them in the second half. I thought the first half Eagles put up a mountain of pressure, and they were close, but second half they just got slightly ran over, and I think that was just the young boys, just Chesser, Brockman, Williams, and I guess Marek really started to dip. We didn't really see much out of Jimby in the second half, and I just think that their young guys sort of couldn't sustain it for 4 quarters. But anyway, before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into this recap. So you have here Jared Witts, 135, DT 155, Supercoach. He was absolutely immense. And I'm pretty sure if you look at it, you would find that I think he had a 55 or 60 point first quarter, something dumb. It might have even been 65 or 70 points. He was just on fire, and I think he had something like 5 tackles and 11 hit-outs in the first quarter. Let me just double check this. 4 tackles, 12 hit-outs, a goal, and 6 touches, as well as a mark. So yeah, he just filled up every single part of the stat sheet, and I'm pretty sure that he was on 55, and I'm pretty sure he was on about 70 Supercoach at that point. So he was absolutely immense. Matt Rowell, 122. And a 136 Supercoach score. Yeah, really glad that I brought him in. Was the best, I think, buy-in out of all of the... I mean, I could have gone Tuke or Anderson, but I think Rowell's going to be the most consistent, and Rowell does have those Darwin games coming up in 9 and 10, I believe, around 9 and 10, where I think he could play 15 tackles each on those games and really put up a decent score. I mean, it did help that he kicked 2 goals in the third quarter, and they basically killed off the game, so it got him good Supercoach score. But if he can clean up that disposal efficiency, which he never really does, that's his sort of career of 65%, but huge contested ball. He really is taking that next step. Sam Flanders, 112-105 split, was annoying. That he always... his metres gained aren't necessarily the greatest. 16 kicks, 6 handballs for 350 metres gained. Even Matt Rowell had more metres gained, which is quite a testament to show that Sammy Flanders kicks it to the side mostly. Then we have Noah Anderson, a 111-151 split. The 2 goals really helped him. I think they came at crucial times. I think that one came early in the third, I want to say. Let me just check when the other came. Let me just check here. Noah Anderson, I think one came also in the first. One came in the first, one came in the third, and that really was when the point scoring, scaling, I think, was really in his favour, as the game was actually close then. So that's why he got this massive split here, and just the 33 touches, 4 tackles, 2 marks. He did his job, and 12 clearances as well was absolutely huge. Just look at the clearance numbers here, 19, 31, 37. 37 between their big 4 is huge, and that's just the difference with the Gold Coast midfield at the moment. Tuke Miller, a 109, a 149 split. I'd almost look at bringing him in, but the thing is, I don't know about his role necessarily, as they do try and blood a little bit of Graham in as well. He had a really good game. We'll get to him. But he just has had some really poor roles over the year, even though he's averaging, 103 in fantasy, something like that. So yeah, I just don't know if he's going to have that sort of roll with some of the guys. And 10 tackles, 27 touches. Yeah, he was pretty good. Then we get Will Powell, 84-103 splits. He was pretty good as well, just off the half back line. Will Graham, I think he had something like a 30-point last quarter. 83, 87, 4 kicks, 8 handballs, and the 11 tackles. I think he's going to be really good in Darwin. I think that he could honestly have 10 to 12 tackle games in Darwin as well, and that could really up his scoring. So I'd be looking at almost fielding him over closely the next couple of weeks, especially when they go up to Darwin. Same day as well, backup ruckman did a lot as they absolutely dominated in the ruck. 18 hit outs to 63, just sort of shows the dominance there. Jake Rogers, 69 and 98, kicked a goal as well. 22 touches. I'd probably be staying clear of him just because I think that Darwin game, we saw it as well with McPherson as well. And Jake Rogers is sort of that small forward. At the moment, he's not really getting the midfield numbers, and I do think that Will Graham will get the midfield nod over him. Ben King, key forward, doesn't really matter. Sam Collins, closely 59-65, good cash generation, but yeah, I think he's on the bench now, and I'd rather a Will Graham with just the tackling ability that he has. McAndrew, Ben Zainsworth, Lukosha, Fiorini, Humphrey. Don't think he is concussed. I think he just got subbed out of the game. And I don't think he failed a concussion test. I think that they just did it because he would have to wait the 15 minutes anyway, and there was under 15 minutes left in the game. But I haven't looked into that further. So, but I don't think he'll have any fancy relevance or Supercoach relevance. Ballard, Walter, Berry, Atkins, Holman, and then Swallow came on, and as you can see, 14% game time, and Humphrey 70%. So, yeah, you can sort of see that it was barely any time left. Duggan, 103, 119 Supercoach. He was doing his job. 0 clangers as well, which is really huge. But yeah, he sort of just did his role, and that was about it for him. Petruccelli, 98 and 86 Supercoach. A couple of clangers there, obviously, with the 2 free kicks again. So goal one. He was pretty good. Waterman, 92, 116 Supercoach, and 4 goals. It seems like he's really become the threat up there, and I cannot wait to see the likes of West Coast with Oscar Allen back and Harley Reid, as I think that's really going to propel West Coast forward. And I do think that they should generally have a 1-2 punch in Waterman and also Oscar Allen. And if Harley Reid's in there, then you have Harley Reid and Elliot Yeo, and then you also have Duggan off the back line, and then you sort of have half of your position half of your main sort of star guys there. And I think that's generally a core. And I know that Duggan and Yeo are getting up there in age, but I think Duggan's 27, 28, somewhere around there. I don't think he's too old. Let me just double check that. But I think that that's generally a core that can get them. How old is he? He's 27, turning 28 in December. So yeah, I think that that's a core that could get them 2 or 3 years and sort of help them continue to grow the likes of a Jimby, and Jack Williams as well. Dom Sheet's not going to be there. Campbell Chesser probably can grow a little bit more. Who else here? Hoff as well. He's sort of turning into that lockdown defender. So they've got pieces there, and I think it's a lot more along than what people think with the. And I think the thing about the West Coast compared to the likes of North is I understand the timeline now with West Coast and the how they're going to do it. Whereas North, it just seems like a lot of bundles of everything, sort of each and every way. Whereas West Coast, it seems like they have their senior guys there for another 2 or 3 years. Duggan and stuff like that, Yeo, and then Sheed, and they sort of move on, and then by that time, Ruben Jimby will be 24 or whatever, Chesser will be 24, 25, and you start to have these guys starting to enter their prime after their premiership heroes start to retire. So it just seems like that timeline is starting to connect better than than North Melbourne's. So yeah, we talked about Waterman. Elliot Yeo was absolutely huge. His first 2 disposals, I think, gathered him 31 Supercoach in the first 2 minutes. 2 clearances, 2 contested possessions, a goal assist and a goal from 2 kicks. So yeah, he was absolutely on fire, and that's why he got such a big Supercoach split. And I think that's always what he's going to be, a huge Supercoach splitter. So what's that, like a 1.6 ratio roughly. That's a huge split considering that Dacos and other ones, and Raul is a 1.3 and he's usually a big split. So Elliot Yeo might be one of the biggest positive AF to Supercoach ratios I've seen. Cole, McGovern, Witherden, Hoff, we talked about these guys. Jack Darling, I think he's got a little bit left in him, but it's starting to waver. Cripps, 2 goals here. Luke Edwards did all right, but I don't know what position he's necessarily playing. I don't know if he's sort of I thought he was a key defender, to be honest with you, but I could be completely wrong. Luke Edwards' height. Let's just check. How tall is he? He's 188, so he's not a... What is he? Midfield forward. So is he like a winger or something? Winger? I don't know. 188 centimeters, sort of a mid-size. But yeah, he did 54, 9 touches, 4 marks, 4 tackles. Kelly, again, he doesn't really impact he sort of has his game, but I think he's a massive impact player, and 5 free kicks against really, he just is never going to be fantasy or Supercoach relevant because he's massive fade out in games potentially. Williams, Edwards, Jimby as well. Hopefully he grows in the next couple of years, but 4 free kicks against him and Kelly basically were handing free kicks to Matt Rowell, and also just looking up here, Matt Rowell 7 and Anderson 3, so they gave away 10 free kicks to those 2 out of the stoppage, all of them basically. Marek as well, I thought he was good early, but then faded. Rotherham, Ryan Williams, Sheed, Brockman, and then Chesser. And that pretty much is the video there going through the Gold Coast versus West Coast game. I was pretty happy to see what occurred in that game. 105 from Flanders, 136 from Rowell, and then I did get the Will Graham and Closey split mixed up and lost myself 20 odd points there, but not too worried about that. And then Elliot Yeo came in for the 138. So yeah, I'm pretty happy at the moment. Get Harley Reid back next week for the Supercoach, and I guess move on that way. But anyway, that is the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.